And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. A little bit later than expected as it is now approaching 8:30. Our original start time was 7:30, but as what happens normally during tournaments as such, usually your times will get off, bad things will happen, and who knows what goes on. But in any case, we are in Hackleburg, Alabama at the Hackleburg Basketball Arena. It has been a tournament for the ages. Hackleburg, Berry, Phillips, Marion County, South Lamar, Hubbardville, Brilliant, and Lynn all participating, at least in the men's section. The women did compete as well, but South Lamar was put out last night. So far, looking at this bracket, Hackleburg defeated Berry, Phillips defeated Marion County. Then last night, as you know, South Lamar defeated Hubbardville, and Brilliant pulled up a defeated 8th-seeded Lynn. A bit of an upset just before our game. Hackleburg was defeated by Phillips High School. Hackleburg was the top-seeded team, but and then Phillips was the third-seeded team. Phillips came away with that victory. And so the winner of our game tonight, South Lamar versus Brilliant, will take on Phillips High School, the Bears, at 6:30 tomorrow. Now, as you may recall, you know the Bears quite well last year at up in the semifinals. 4 overtimes before Phillips knocked out your South Lamar Stallions on their way to compete in the state Final Four. They did fall in that first game, but it was a new year, new things going on here for your South Lamar Stallions. As we look at the record of the South Lamar Stallions, opening the season with a 63-47 loss to Caledonia out of Mississippi. And so Coach Tucker, I kind of talked with him a little bit, and that's one of those, you hate to lose. You don't want to lose, especially not your first game of the year. But with South Lamar, it's constant winning streaks. It's winning streaks constantly, and I was speaking with some of the players, and it's honestly kind of good to get your first loss to be your first game. It's a lot easier to continue the rest of the season. You don't have that monkey on your back of, oh, goodness, are we going to be able to get through this? Have that monkey. We're undefeated. We don't want to lose. We don't want to lose. It's a lot easier as not Jim Tressel, that was a long time ago, as Urban Meyer and Ohio State football knows. It's a lot easier to lose earlier in the season than it is later in the season. As early in the season, you're still shaking off the rust. You're still with a brand new coach, still trying to figure out how he works. But ever since that game, it has been all South Lamar defeating Pickens County on the 24th of November, 54-45, and then traveling to Pickens County on the 1st of December. That was a 48-33 victory, and then a 5-point win over Aliceville on the 3rd, 75-70. Then defeating Holy Spirit, 52-32, and then traveling to bitter rival Vernon, Lamar County, whatever you want to call him, that team up in the middle of Lamar County who wear gold and black. Monday, December 7th, South Lamar came away with a 3-point victory. And then back-to-back games against Hubbardville. First Tuesday on the 8th. And then here in the opening round of the Northwest Alabama Conference Championship Tournament, yesterday they defeated the Lions 76-33 on Tuesday, and then 81-37 in yesterday's contest. We do have statistics from yesterday's contest. South Lamar red hot from the floor, shooting 69%, making 35 out of an attempted 51. Leading scorers, 5 players with double digits, all 5 starters in double digits. Kyle Redmond and Malik Cox both with 17 points apiece. Lane Tate and Logan James with 13 points apiece. Carson Lindsay with 11. Then coming off the bench, Sam Dowdle, 6 points. Austin Stokes with 2. And Jace Johnson with 2 as well, as they defeated Hubbardville. As now we take a look at the roster and the team we play against today, the blue and white Brilliant High School Tigers. They are 2-6 overall, losing their first game 62-27 under St. Bernard Prep before defeating Vina High School 55-46. And then a 5-game losing skid 47-36 to Curry, 68-54 to Addison, 52-39 to Lynn, and then 66-33 to Marion County before upsetting Lynn 50-43 in the first round of this Northwest Alabama Conference tournament. We'll take a short pause, and when we come back, we will have the rosters for both squads, including some of the anticipated starting lineups. So keep it here. You're listening, watching pregame coverage of South Lamar basketball on the South Lamar Radio Network. And 3 minutes remain here in pregame coverage. Let's go over the rosters for both squads, starting with the visiting team on the court, led by head coach Chris Nelson and his 2-6 Brilliant High School Tigers. We have number 3, Kate Bryan, a 5'5", 7th grader, who has been said to can shoot the lights out. He's coming in at 125 pounds. Then a senior in Anthony Sarton wearing number 4. He is 150 pounds. Andrew Beasley wearing number 5, a 6'even", 168-pound junior. Hayden Bryant, number 11, a 5'7", 140-pound sophomore. Then Levi York, number 12. He is 5'10", 185 pounds, so a stocky junior in Levi York. Tyler Durham, a 5'11 senior at 150 pounds, weighing 23 pounds. And then the big man in the middle, number 55, Ethan Cummings, 6'2", 250-pound senior. So not much depth for Coach Nelson and his Tigers. On the other hand, head coach in his first year, Chris Tucker, has the senior in Kyle Redmond wearing number 3, standing at 5'11", 180 pounds. Buster Griffin wearing number 10, standing at 5'10", weighing 155-pound freshman. Logan James, the 6'3", 150-pound senior, wearing number 12. Lane Tate, after missing all of football season for the most part, wearing number 14, standing at 5'8", 150 pounds. He is a senior as well. Carson Lindsay wearing number 20. He is a 5'11 senior weighing at 140 pounds. Sam Dowdle getting 6 points off the bench last night wearing number 22, a 5'10", 150-pound junior. Jace Johnson wearing number 24 is a 5'10 junior at 150 pounds as well. Jolie Shaw, 6'3", 170 pounds. He is a junior wearing number 30. Colton Lamb standing at 6'1", 165 pounds, a junior as well, wearing 32. And then 5 sophomores to round off the lineup. Jasper Deason wearing number 34. He is 6'1", 180 pounds. Xavier Pate, 6'2", 165 pounds at 40. Wearing number 40, Austin Stokes wearing number 42, a 5'11", 230-pounder. Austin Kiesler, a big tackler for the South Lamar football team, wearing number 50, 6'4", 250 pounds, eclipsed by height and weight by the big man in the middle, wearing 4'4", 290-pound sophomore Malik Cox. And that will do it for your pregame show. We'll have a short pause as the starting lineups are started. Then we'll have tip-off between South Lamar and Brilliant High School. Keep it here. You're listening to South Lamar basketball on the South Lamar Radio Network. And welcome back. It is almost time for tip-off. On the court for South Lamar, Kyle Redmond, Carson Lindsay, the usual suspects. Lane Tate, Malik Cox, and Logan James in the middle. South Lamar will be shooting to the left side. South Lamar gets the tip. Kyle Redmond is at the top of the key calling his play. Looks to the left and finds Carson Lindsay. Here's Lindsay looking for an open man. He finds around the horn to Lane Tate. Here is Logan James. Tate between the near wing and the top of the key. Up top to Kyle Redmond. Back to Tate for three. No. Rebound comes down to York. So Lane Tate misses the three-pointer, and Levi York comes down with a rebound. Here is Durham. Tyler Durham gets his pass stolen away by Carson Lindsay. A pass down low to Kyle Redmond. That bounces out. We're going to have a tip for it, and there is Malik Cox. So a good offensive rebound there by Malik Cox, who puts it right back in. So South Lamar now leads it 2-0. Here is Bryant. Bryant working the top of the key. Hayden Bryant looks to his left and finds Durham. Durham goes down low. His shot is rejected. Malik Cox with the rebound. So Malik Cox gets the rebound, but then knocks it out of bounds. So here is Tyler Durham. Durham at the top of the key tries to go down low. Instead, that's tipped and goes out of bounds. So another good job by South Lamar to disrupt that play. Here is Beasley. Beasley on the near wing. He finds Durham. Durham at the top of the key being guarded by Redmond. Finds Bryant. Bryant on the far wing takes a three-pointer off the mark. There is Beasley. Beasley misses the shot. So Beasley misses a shot after Durham misses a three-pointer. And here is a miss by Carson Lindsay on the other side. And the rebound comes down to Tyler Durham. And so Durham working the point now. Durham looks and starts to move to his right. Durham moves to his right, and he finds Bryant. Bryant down to York. York up top, back to Durham. Durham for a long three. That hits left, and rebound comes down to Carson Lindsay. But then it's stolen right back away by Durham with an easy left-handed layup. Easy left-handed layup after the steal. So now South Lamar tied 2-2. Here's a three-pointer by Lane Tate that is missed, and the rebound comes down to Durham. Durham having a solid night defensively. And Durham will travel with the ball, and so we will move the opposite direction. So here is Carson Lindsay on the far wing, dribbles baseline, puts up a shot that is missed. He gets it back for three on the near wing, nothing but the bottom of the net. So Carson Lindsay misses under the basket, an offensive rebound by Lane Tate, who quickly shoves it back to Carson Lindsay, who drains the three. Correction, they're going to make that a two-pointer. They're going to make it a two-pointer, so it is 4-2. Here is, that is Bryant. Bryant crosses the court to find Sarton. Sarton for three, that misses. And that is rebounded by number 5. And back to Bryant. Bryant for three. Bryant misses it. And the rebound comes back down to Sarton. Sarton misses it. And finally, after a lot of attempts, Malik Cox gets the rebound. So here is Malik Cox, finds Carson Lindsay on the near wing, and he just loses control of it, stolen away by Levi York. Here is York, hands off to Durham. Durham is at the top of the key at the volleyball offense line, looking to his left, goes down low to find Sarton. Sarton will have that tipped away by Carson Lindsay, and so Brilliant will inbound the ball. Brilliant wearing their away blue uniforms, blue jerseys, blue shorts, and that is cleanly stolen away by Lane Tate, who puts it up and is quickly fouled. So Lane Tate goes up and is fouled. So that is on Tyler Durham. And so Lane Tate will go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. First one up, bounce, 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 out. Score remains 4-2. That is Durham's first foul, the first foul of the contest. 4 minutes and 4 seconds. Second free throw is up, and he drains it. 5-4, South Lamar leads. Here's Durham going down the far side of the court, now going towards midcourt. He is now at the top of the key is Durham. Durham looks to his right and finds Bryant. Bryant back to Durham. Durham to Bryant. Back to Durham at the top of the key, around the horn, and he finds Bryant. To Durham at the top of the key. A lot of good ball movement here by the blue and white. Durham for 3. He drains it. Tyler Durham drains a three-pointer to tie the game at 5. Here's Kyle Redmond at midline. Is on the far wing, goes to the left side and finds Lane Tate. He's wide open for 3, thinks it, takes it, misses it off the back iron. Rebound still being fought for, but he will recover his own rebound. And here is outside, back to Lane Tate between the near wing and the top of the key. Hits nothing, but right underneath it is Malik Cox, who does knock that one down. And so Malik Cox with a 2-point conversion after getting the offensive rebound. So it is 7-5 in favor of South Lamar. Here is Hayden Bryant, crosses the court and finds Andrew Beasley. Beasley stolen away by Lane Tate. Here's Lane Tate, finds it to Kyle Redmond. Redmond crossing the center court to Malik Cox, outside to Carson Lindsay, having trouble holding onto the ball, but he does recover it. Lane Tate crosses the court to Lindsay. Lindsay back to Redmond at the top of the key, who will draw up a new play. 2.5 minutes to go in quarter number 1. Here's Redmond at the top of the key. Redmond looking and saying, "You called the wrong play, brother." Goes over to Lindsay. Lindsay now on the move on the near wing. He takes it a long 3, drains it. Nothing but net. And that is why Kyle Redmond said, hey, you didn't do the right thing, because when you do the right thing, you drain a three-pointer and double up the lead. It is now 10-5 in favor of South Lamar. Here's Tyler Durham. Durham looks to his right and finds Hayden Bryant. Bryant at the near wing, goes down low to York. York up top to Bryant. Bryant goes down and finds York. York shot is blocked cleanly by Malik Cox. Here is Kyle Redmond, loses control of the ball. Correction, that is Lane Tate. Here's Carson Lindsay on the near wing from the left elbows. Malik Cox, nothing but the bottom of the net by Malik Cox. 12-5, South Lamar leads, just over 90 seconds to play here in Q1. Durham at the top of the key. He looks to his right, now down low to York. Back up top to Durham. Durham from the top of the key, misses to the right. Rebound comes down to Carson Lindsay. Carson Lindsay gets the defensive rebound. Here is Lane Tate on the far wing. That is off the mark. Rebound, Levi York. Levi York tries the two-pointer, misses it, and Lane Tate gets the rebound. So Lane Tate will get the rebound. Redmond back to Tate for 3, drains it. Lane Tate drains the three-pointer. It took him a while, under 1 minute to play here in quarter number 1. South Lamar leads by 10, 15-5. Here is Durham, crosses the court and finds Andrew Beasley. Beasley looks to his left, finds Durham, crosses the court and finds Andrew Sarton. Sarton will have that ball taken away by Logan James. Logan James finds Kyle Redmond, slowly making his way down to court. Sam Dowdle readies to check in. Should there be a stoppage of play? Here is Kyle Redmond at the top of the key, hoping to just elapse these last 15 seconds. Kyle Redmond moves towards the lane, finds Lane Tate for 3, off the back iron, and that's going to go out of bounds. Kyle Redmond misses that shot, and technically that will be defense. And out goes Lane Tate. In comes Dowdle. So Lane Tate with 4 points will step off with 1 second to go. A long shot by Durham. That comes nowhere close. And that, ladies and gentlemen, will end quarter number 1 of play. We'll take a short pause, and when we come back, we'll have first quarter stats and analysis. This is South Lamar Basketball on the South Lamar Radio Network. 1 minute quarter break, not much of a media timeout. As we look at some of your first quarter stats, South Lamar 15, leading Brilliant by 5. South Lamar defensively out-rebounding 7 to 5. South Lamar shooting a poor 38% from the floor, and yet with 4 brilliant turnovers, South Lamar with 6 points on the turnover, and 5 offensive rebounds for South Lamar, and 6 second chance points on those offensive rebounds. 6 points in the paint for South Lamar. South Lamar is shooting. If I can pull up my stats, they are shooting. They are 2 of 10 from behind the arc. All right, let's start second quarter of play. Sam Dowdle will remain in the game for South Lamar. Brilliant will inbound the ball. Here is Durham. Durham at the top of the key, still moving left or right across your radio dial. Here's a good pick by Sam Dowdle, but it will come back to Durham. Durham looks to his left and finds Anthony Sarton. Back to Durham. Here's Hayden Bryant from the near wing. Bryant tries to go baseline, dribbles off the foot of James, and that will be stolen away by Kyle Redmond. Redmond goes down to Dowdle on the near block. Goes to James. James with a Dr. J floater from the right elbow. Yes, sir, Logan James. 2 points. 17-5 is the score now. Now working the point is the 5'7" sophomore Hayden Bryant. He moves slowly to his right. Now goes to Durham on the left side. Now dribbles. He is at the top of the key now. Trying to get around Kyle Redmond. Does. Finds at the far wing. He finds Beasley. Beasley gets a runner on the baseline, and so put Brilliant back on the board. But quickly down court, here is Carson Lindsay on the near wing. Malik Cox at the free throw line. That is last off the foot of Levi York, and so it will remain South Lamar basketball underneath their own basket. So Sam Dowdle thought about inbounding and said Kyle Redmond will inbound. Redmond inbounds to Malik Cox. When you're right under the basket and you inbound to Malik Cox, there's not much you can do about it. 2 more points for Malik Cox. Give him 8 here in the first half. Almost stolen away by Logan James. 19-7 is your score now. Here is Sarton. Sarton puts a shot up, but he will be fouled. That will be on Carson Lindsay. That will send Anthony Sarton, the 6'2 senior, to the line to shoot a pair of free throws. His first one's up and off to the left. With the second free throw ensuing, it's 19-7 in favor of South Lamar. Second free throw up and good. So South Lamar with the basketball. Quickly down the floor is Kyle Redmond at the right elbow. Finds Malik Cox from the free throw line, drains it. Malik Cox in double digits now. 6.5 left to go in quarter number 2 of play. Here's Tyler Durham. Durham picks up his dribble, trying to find around Kyle Redmond, and he does find Hayden Bryant to his left. Now he dribbles to his left. Here's Anthony Sarton on the far wing. A quick pass, almost stolen away. Instead, Tyler Durham will collect it at the top of the key. No shot clock in high school. Here is Anthony Sarton. Tries to go baseline. Instead, goes up top to Tyler Durham for a long three-pointer off the mark. Rebound comes down to Levi York. Levi York with the offensive rebound goes back to the top of the key to Durham. 5:50 to go here in half number 1. Durham goes outside and finds Beasley. Beasley between the near wing, and he will walk. So Beasley will pick up the traveling penalty. So it will be South Lamar basketball right in front of their own bench. South Lamar on the right side of the court. Moving right to left across your radio dial on the right side. Here is Logan James underneath. Puts it up, misses it. Malik Cox with a rebound. All kinds of covered up. Misses his shot, but gets his own rebound. So James misses the shot. An offensive rebound by Cox. Cox misses his second, but does get a rebound again. But then Carson Lindsay from the far side will drain yet another three-pointer. 24-8 is your score now. Here is Hayden Bryant. Hayden Bryant gets it to Tyler Durham at the top of the key. Durham dribbles to his right, finds Bryant. Bryant with a long three-pointer, hits the front iron. Rebound comes down to Carson Lindsay. Back to Carl Kyle Redmond. Redmond heaves up a shot, misses that. And a rebound comes down to number 11. That is Bryant. And that is out of bounds. That is going to be South Lamar basketball. So an unforced turnover there on a good chance there by Brilliant. So South Lamar, 4 minutes, 39 seconds to go here in half number 2. Kyle Redmond, a quick pass down low to Logan James off the left block. Great move, Logan James. Give the assist to Kyle Redmond. 26-8. South Lamar leads. 4.5 to go here in quarter number 2. Three-pointer on the way, drained it by Tyler Durham. That's Tyler Durham's 8th point of the night. Here's Kyle Redmond. Redmond thinks about going to his right instead. He goes down low, finds Logan James on the left block again, shots up, and he will miss, but that is a foul. That foul is going to be on Andrew Beasley. So Logan James will go to the line to shoot a pair of free throws. Kyle Redmond and Carson Lindsay back in the backcourt. First free throw is missed. And Sam Dowdle will check out. Lane Tate checks back in as Logan James prepares the second of his free throws. 26-11, make it 27-11 after the second free throw is made. Andrew Beasley inbounds the ball. He finds Hayden Bryant right at 4 minutes left to go here in half number 1. Hayden Bryant at the top of the key looks to his right and finds Andrew Beasley on the near wing back to the top of the key. That pass is tipped away, and Lane Tate comes the right way with it. Here is Lane Tate. Loses control of the ball, but does regain control. Here is, at the top of the key, is Kyle Redmond. Redmond wants to call a play. He finds Carson Lindsay. Back to the top of the key to Redmond. Redmond thinks about 3. Instead, goes around the horn to Lindsay. Nothing does Lindsay hit but the bottom of the net. 30-11 is the score after Carson Lindsay knocks down his 9th point of the game, all from long range. Here is Durham. Durham to York from the free throw line, blocked cleanly by Logan James. Here is Malik Cox. Will he think about 3 again? No. Here is Kyle Redmond. Drains it from 3. Finally getting the 3-point land to work. Tyler Durham had a 2-pointer earlier. Whoa, they're resetting the clock. 2 points down on the other side by Bryant. Right now, the score says it is, there it is, 33-13. Brilliant in the lead. And there is a foul, 2 shots. That foul is going to be on Sarton. Going to the free throw line to shoot a pair of free throws is Carson. Oh, correction, that is Jolie Shaw. Did not see him check into the game, but Jolie Shaw will shoot 2. First shot's up. First shot bounces a couple times, and that will miss. Checking in will be Logan James back in. Malik Cox takes a well-deserved break as well. So on the court, Redmond, James, Tate, Lindsay, and Shaw. And he misses the second free throw, and the rebound comes down to Kyle Redmond. And that will go out of bounds. Last touch by. And we have a timeout on the floor. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll take it as well. South Lamar leads it 33-13. You're listening to South Lamar basketball on the South Lamar Radio Network. And welcome back. 2 minutes and 20 seconds remain here in the opening half of play. Here is Hayden Bryant, the 5'7 sophomore, crossing the timeline, covered up, and he goes down low to Levi York from the left block. Fadeaway jumper, he misses it, but down low, Andrew Beasley gets the rebound. Beasley still fighting for it. Beasley gets the offensive rebound. Beasley then tried a shot. And then Carson Lindsay gets the rebound, goes down, tries to take a shot. Instead, he is fouled. That foul is on Durham, and so Carson Lindsay will go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. First one up on the way, nothing but net. Checking in now, the freshman, Cade Bryant, 5'5", 125 pounds for the blue and white. Checking out is Durham. That is his second personal foul. And he makes free throw number 2. 35-13 is your score. Just under 2 minutes left to play. Here is Hayden Bryant. Bryant working the point, moving to his right, finds Levi York open on the right block. He posts up, his shot's off the mark. Rebound comes down to Logan James. So York's shot is missed and then rebounded by Logan James. Here is Kyle Redmond with a 15-pointer, not quite a 3, but it does make the score. No, it was a 3-pointer. So it was surprise, surprise, give a 3-pointer to Carson Lindsay. All right, I got to undo some stuff here. Undo. Well, it's not. All right, so Carson Lindsay made himself a 3-pointer, making our score 38-13. And then down low, we had a foul by Lane Tate, which sends Bryant to the free throw line, who makes number 1, and he makes number 2. Now your score is 38-15. Kyle Redmond, top of the key, looks down low. Logan James underneath the basket, a good up and under move. And so Logan James, 2 more points. If I were tracking assists, Kyle Redmond would be probably up around double digits now. Anthony Sarton finds Hayden Bryant. Bryant down low to York. York puts up a shot, and he will have a double dribble. So another moving violation. Just under a minute to play. 40-15 is the score in favor of the South Lamar Stallions. Here's Kyle Redmond at the free throw line. Down low to Jolie Shaw. Just misses it, and the rebound comes down to Beasley. So Jolie Shaw misses it. Rebound comes down to Beasley. Here is Hayden Bryant. 40 seconds. Levi York from the free throw line. Head fakes. Instead goes outside to Sarton. Sarton, long shot, misses it. Carson Lindsay with the rebound. Here is Lindsay for 3. He hits nada. Levi York comes down with the rebound. And 20 seconds left on the game clock here in quarter number 2. Hayden Bryant goes outside and finds Anthony Sarton. Sarton gets that stolen away by Carson Lindsay. Lindsay moves court to court. Here is Redmond. Thinks about 3. Head fakes. Goes up. Takes a 10-footer. Doesn't come close. Rebound comes down to Bryant. But that is half number 1. After half number 1, South Lamar leads it by a score of 40-15. 10 minutes are put on the halftime clock, and they are a well-earned 10 minutes. We'll take a short pause, and when we come back, we'll have some halftime stats and analysis. Again, at halftime, South Lamar 40, Brilliant 15. You're listening to South Lamar Basketball on the South Lamar Radio Network. And welcome back to the South Lamar Radio Network. 40-15 is your score. South Lamar leading the Tigers of Brilliant High School. South Lamar 15 points in quarter number 1, 5 in quarter number 2, and 25 in the second quarter, 10 in quarter number 2. South Lamar just shy of 50%. They're shooting 48 from the floor, 15 of 31. Brilliant, 21% from the floor, connecting on 5 of 24 attempts. From three-point land, South Lamar 40%, connecting on 6 of 15. The blue and white Brilliant Tigers, 22%. They attempted 9 and have connected on 2. Looking at defense, South Lamar leading 20 rebounds, 15 by Brilliant. 9 second chance points for South Lamar off of 8 offensive rebounds. 9 turnovers by Brilliant. South Lamar 13 points off of those 9 turnovers. And as we look at some of the individual stats, leading all scorers is Carson Lindsay, 14 points. He has 4 of 7 from three-point land, plus 2 free throws, gives him 14 points. Correction, he did have 1 other field goal that was from the floor, give him 14 points, 4 rebounds, all 4 defensive. 10 points from Malik Cox, 7 by Logan James, 4 by Lane Tate, and 3 by Kyle Redmond. Leading the rebounding category, Malik Cox at 7, 3 apiece from Logan James, Carson Lindsay, Logan James and Lane Tate, 4 from Carson Lindsay, and 1 from Kyle Redmond. Looking down the way at Brilliant, leading the way, Tyler Durham with 10 points. Leading the way for his Tigers by a long shot. Behind him, Hayden Bryant with 2. Dax Beasley with 2 points. Did I have that right? I believe it is supposed to be Dax Beasley. I just put it in the wrong way. And also is Anthony Sarton had 1 free throw. 3 rebounds by Tyler Durham. 2 by Hayden Bryant. And 1 by Dax Beasley. 4 by Levi York. And so not many points on the board, but still doing a fantastic job defensively. And so, Crunkman, you want to get in on this action? Well, we have Aaron Crunkman Aldridge with us. We'll see about a halftime report here. We'll try and use our microphone as best we can. I'll try and stick it right in front of your mouth. So what have you seen good here in this first half that South Lamar needs to continue to improve on to make sure that we continue this lead that we have right now?
We'll just continue what we're doing right now. I mean, we're executing excellent on all of our shots. Just keep a level head on our shoulders and don't do nothing careless. Don't come away in any stupid technical fouls and keep on doing what we're doing. We're going to continue and we're going to roll away with a convincing victory.
If there's anything that South Lamar needs to be wary of, right now it's 40-15. Obviously, sometimes the wheels can fall off. What is something that South Lamar needs to be wary of to make sure that they don't fall apart and allow Brilliant to come back and win this game?
Well, for the most part, just don't think it's over right now. I mean, there's still a lot of time left. Although it's heavily one-sided, this game could easily switch sides like that. I mean, just keep a level head, continue to do what we're doing, continue to play the way we're playing, and we should be here tomorrow.
All right, we hope so. The winner of this game will take on Phillips in the Northwest Alabama Championships. They would take on the Bears of Phillips High School. South Lamar would really like to get out at the Bears after last year's 4 overtime loss in the quarterfinal round of the basketball tournament. So we would love to see the Phillips Bears again.
They also want revenge on us.
And they want revenge on us, and so certain we put them out of football playoffs. And so tomorrow, should the game go as is now, South Lamar will take on the Bears of Phillips High School, tipping off at 6 o'clock tomorrow. We'll be here every shot, every dribble, so long as you want us to be here. I'm showing 0 viewers. I hope to see that improve greatly. You do know I can see when people are watching, and right now nobody's watching. I'm yelling at you if you're not watching. Get on. Watch the rest, or listen to the rest of this game. Hopefully, I'm not that annoying. South Lamar leads at 40-15. We'll take a pause, and when we come back, it'll be second half action. This is the South Lamar Radio Network. You're listening to South Lamar Basketball. And welcome back to South Lamar High School basketball on the South Lamar Radio Network. I'm Dustin Seymour, joined alongside occasionally by the crunk man himself, Aaron Aldridge. I cannot believe I drove about an hour and a half with such a strong Alabama fan. Of course, whatever viewers we might have had, now I've lost them. I'm a South Lamar fan. I can wear maroon. But a tale of two teams, South Lamar coming out of the warm-up, coming out of locker rooms and go and warm up, take warm-up shots to make sure they don't lose this lead. Brilliant. Immediately goes and sets on the bench. Here's South Lamar with the ball, moving left to right across your radio dial now. And the ball will be stolen away by Durham. Here's Durham moving right to left across your radio dial. Here's Beasley. Beasley for a long two-pointer. Off the mark, Carson Lindsay will get the rebound. Carson Lindsay with the rebound finds Cal Redmond. Goes across the court to Lane Tate. Down low to James on the left block. Off the mark. James goes over the back to try and get it, but no foul. No foul there, but Durham is able to get it. Now there is out of bounds down low. So one of the players was out of bounds for South Lamar. And so here is Durham. Durham almost gets it stolen away. Instead, there's Hayden Bryant. Bryant still trying to fight for it. We got some rugby scrumming going on. But here is Anthony Sarton now for the blue and white. Brilliant Tigers. Moving to the top of the key, dribbling to his left. Now he goes and he finds Sarton on the near wing, who goes baseline. Puts up a shot over Carson Lindsay. Misses it. Logan James with the rebound. And here is Redmond, passes to Lindsay. Lindsay tries to go cross legs, misses it. We got a tip drill going on down there. Malik Cox gets the rebound and makes it. So Lindsay misses it. Malik Cox puts up a shot and misses it, but then gets his own rebound and puts that one in. So Durham gets another three-pointer for the Tigers. It is now 42-18. Here's Kyle Redmond. Thinks about pulling up for a three. Instead goes to the hot hand of Carson Lindsay. He misses that. Anthony Sarton with the rebound. But he will, no, it will be their ball. Carson Lindsay shot. Tyler Durham with the rebound. So here is Hayden Bryant. 42-18. Kyle Redmond tips it away. It is a foot race, and it looked like it went off his foot and then on the line, but in any case, the Blue have the ball. Here is Hayden Bryant. Bryant moves. He's at the left elbow. Nice no-look pass. A good no-look pass there by Bryant to Levi York, but unfortunately York was not prepared for that. And so it goes out of bounds. Here's Kyle Redmond down low. Malik Cox. Redmond to Cox to the bucket. Pretty much a solid trip all around. Here's Durham at the top of the key. Durham goes and behind the back to Bryant. Bryant gets it stoned away. Instead, that's going to go out of bounds. Last touched by Carson Lindsay. So the junior Anthony Sarton will inbound it to senior Tyler Durham, the 5'11 senior point guard. Goes and finds Hayden Bryant. Bryant back to Durham. Durham with a long three-pointer off the near iron, and Malik Cox will get the rebound. Malik Cox goes and finds Logan James, the bucket, and the foul. Logan James with the bucket and the foul. And the foul, if they'll put it up on the screen for me, is on number 5. That is going to be on Beasley. And James makes his free throw, so the traditional three-point play makes it 47-18. Here's Durham on the near wing, double team, goes baseline, and that is out of bounds, and it will be South Lamar basketball. Nearing the halfway mark of quarter number 2. Quarter number 3. Here's Kyle Redmond, wide open Lane Tate. He misses that. Tyler Durham gets the rebound. Durham with the rebound, thinks about it, almost gets stolen away by Lane Tate. Instead, it will go out of bounds and remain Brilliant basketball. Brilliant will inbound to Anthony Sarton. Sarton crosses the court to Beasley. Beasley on the far wing. Goes back and finds Lane Tate. Lane Tate with the steal. Tate crossing the court all on his lonesome. He goes to the top of the key and finds Carson Lindsay. Lindsay back to Tate. Tate, Redmond, he is open from Millport and he drains it. Kyle Redmond had nobody between him and South Lamar High School away, an hour and a half away, and so he just drains the three-pointer. It is half a century to 18. And out of bounds. Carson Lindsay fought hard. He was trying his best not to fall into Chris Nelson and his coaching staff, and instead will knock the ball out of bounds. Here's Tyler Durham, top of the key. Durham dribbling down, goes outside and finds Beasley with a short jumper. Lane Tate gets the rebound from Beasley. Here's Tate working the point now. Kyle Redmond on the far wing. He dribbles inside, hands off to James. James rolls, just misses it, and we got a penalty. James misses it, and we will have an over-the-back penalty by Logan James. That will be James' first personal foul. Going over the back, trying to get that rebound. 50-18, 3-3-3 left here in quarter number 3. Lots of threes going on here. 50-18 is your score. Here is number 23, Tyler Durham. Durham is at the volleyball offense line, sneaks his way to the top of the key, tries to go down the middle, instead stolen away by Carson Lindsay. Lindsay to Lane Tate on the far wing, goes to Lindsay at the top of the key. Lindsay, 3, no. Rebound, Durham. Durham tries to go all the way, and he misses it, and we have a foul down low. Lindsay misses a 3. Durham comes down low, attempts a shot. Instead, he is fouled on that shot. There is a foul. There is a foul after Durham tries the shot. Oh, so did he made the shot? No, he didn't. Okay. So a three-pointer, who was that by? Tate? Well, you wrote down 3. Lane Tate knocks down a three-pointer, so in any case, it's 53-18 still. A long three-point shot off the mark by Hayden Bryant, and it goes out of bounds, last touched by South Lamar. And so Anthony Sarton inbounds, quickly stolen away by Kyle Redmond. Redmond now finds Carson Lindsay slowly making his way to the right block, and so Carson Lindsay gets 2 points. So give Carson Lindsay 16 points. And now we have a timeout on the floor by Brilliant. He wants to make it a full timeout. We will take it as well. And so 55-18 is your score. We have a 60-second timeout. We'll take it as well. 55-18, South Lamar leads. You're listening to South Lamar basketball on the South Lamar Radio Network. And welcome back to South Lamar basketball on the South Lamar Radio Network. Durham with the basketball. South Lamar leads Brilliant 55-18 in the semifinal round as the shot by Durham is off the mark. Rebound comes down to Lane Tate. Tate quickly streaking down the court, and that is blocked. Rebound comes down to Sarton. So Tate misses the shot, and the rebound comes down to Sarton. And here down low on that rebound, Bryant will get 2 points for Cade Bryant. No, correction, that's Anthony Sarton gets 2 points. Who made that one? Logan James gets himself a 2-pointer. And so that will go out of bounds. Last touch by South Lamar. Here is Tyler Durham. Durham at the top of the key. 1 minute left to go here in Q3. Here now is Anthony Sarton. Sarton loses control of the ball, but Hayden Bryant gets it quickly stolen away by Kyle Redmond. Redmond all on his own. Foul and the basket. So Kyle Redmond give him the bucket and the foul. That foul is going to be on Durham. That is his third personal foul, and so likely we'll see him take a trek and spend a few more minutes. Here is the foul. Kyle Redmond drains it. Now it is 60-20. Durham with 3 fouls, correction. Here is Malik Cox with the rebound. Malik Cox with the rebound, 30 seconds. Carson Lindsay, near wing to Kyle Redmond, far wing to Lane Tate, open for 3 off the back iron. Rebound to Levi York. Lane Tate misses the 3-pointer. And then Lane Tate gets the steal and the layup. And so a steal by Lane Tate. And then Lane Tate with the easy layup. 3 by Tyler Durham. He needed the bank, but he drained it. And with that, quarter number 3 comes to a close. And with that, South Lamar a commanding 62-23 lead. We head to the final quarter of play right after this. South Lamar 62, Brilliant 23. You're listening to South Lamar basketball on the South Lamar Radio Network. And welcome back to the final quarter of play. South Lamar 62, Brilliant 23. Anthony Sarton inbounds to Tyler Durham. Durham with 16 points for his effort tonight. Moving right to left across your radio dial, out of bounds. Last touched by Joe Lee Shaw. Lots of new players on the court for South Lamar. Let me clear it up. We have Stokes, Austin Stokes on the court. We have Joe Lee Shaw. I said clear the court. We've got Joe Lee Shaw. Barton misses the 3, and the rebound comes down to Randall Deason. And then that is stolen away. There's a foul down low. I don't have a 34 on my roster. Jasper Deason. Yeah, he is. I already got him on my record. So we did have a foul down low. So foul down low. Durham tries the shot. Instead, he is fouled. I didn't say if he's the one who fouled. We're down here. Sarton tried the shot. There's a foul down low on Randall Deason. And he makes 1 of 2, does Durham. Actually misses the first one. And makes the second one. And here down low, we have Austin Stokes getting 2 points, getting in on the action. And Sam Dowdle also in for the Stallions. Finally getting my court set up. Here is a 3 that is off the mark. That is rebounded by Austin Stokes. 3 by Durham. Stokes gets the rebound. Here is Tate at the top of the key. Tate goes down low. Instead, that's going to be stolen away by Anthony Sarton. Sarton finds Durham. Durham, 5 minutes to go. He finds Levi York at the free throw line. That is off the back iron. Miss. Lane Tate fights for the rebound. Instead, there will be a foul. That's going to be a foul on Lane Tate reaching in. And so here is Levi York one-on-one with, he misses that. Lane Tate gets the rebound after the Yorks miss. Wing tries to dribble inside the paint. Here is Jolie Shaw from the right elbow. Jumper drains it. Jolie Shaw drains the two-pointer. Coming down the way. Here is now shot going up. I'll see who. Shaw made the three, 66-24. Here is Lane Tate opening a three-pointer. Misses it. Rebound comes down. Still working on it. Rebound comes down to Stokes, and he will be fouled. Trying to get the rebound. And so we have a defensive foul by Beasley. And with that, we have Xavier Pate checking in for the Stallions. Xavier Pate will replace Tate. We'll have a foul there on Deason, and that should be his fourth foul, I believe. That is his fourth personal foul, the fifth team foul. So here is Sam Dowdle. Goes down low. So Austin Stokes gets 2 points. Down the court we go. On the court for South Lamar. Let's see, I got to take out Tate. We have Deason, Stokes. Here is a three-pointer on the way. That is off the mark by Durham. Rebound comes down to Shaw. On the court, Jolie Shaw, Xavier Pate, Randall Deason. The shot by Deason is missed. And here coming down the way, we have a 30-second timeout. As we will keep it here as we try and collect who's on the court and who's not. At last check, Sam Dowdle, Jolie Shaw, Randall, Jasper Deason, Xavier Payton, his first appearance, and Austin Stokes. As we look at some of the leading statistics, Carson Lindsay leads all scores with 16 points. Behind him, Malik Cox with 14. Logan James has 12. Kyle Redmond with 9. Jolie Shaw 4. And Austin Stokes with 2. It will be brilliant basketball. He will inbound and find Hayden Bryant. Into the game now for the out of the game is York. Into the game is Ethan Cummings. Here is a steal by Jolie Shaw, who hands it off to Samuel Dowdle. Also off the floor is Beasley. Here's Sam Dowdle. 2 minutes and 14 seconds to go. Hands over to Pate. Pate down low to Stokes. Back to Pate for a NBA range three. Xavier Pate, welcome to the floor. All the players are red from excitement seeing their bench players draining some threes, and here's a three on the way by Bryant. Bryant misses his three. And here is a defensive rebound by Deason. That is Sam Dowdle. Minute and a half to go here in this contest. Sam Dowdle down low. Austin Stokes, good. Off the left block. Now we move right to left across the radio dial. 73-24 is the score. Here is Hayden Bryant, who will pass the ball to the stands. South Lamar basketball. Sam Dowdle will do the work as he crosses the timeline. Passes over to the left and finds Johnson. Austin Stokes with another two-point jump shot. We also have Jace Johnson on the court now. No, we don't. There is a three-pointer from Durham. Durham misses it. 30 seconds to go here in this contest. Sam Dowdle, I think, will do his best just to melt the clock as best he can. Dowdle, Shaw, Stokes, Deason, and Pate will try and run out the last 23 seconds on the clock. Brilliant doesn't seem to have any kind of pressure whatsoever. And we hear some cheering from the South Lamar faithful, and I do believe we are going to just let the clock run out. No, we're going to have a little bit of action going on. Dowdle moves to his left. 10 seconds left on this game clock. And now Dowdle will dribble to his left, goes down the middle, loses control of it. 2 seconds left. There is your buzzer. There is your buzzer. That is the final score, the telling of the final score. South Lamar High School Stallions 73, Brilliant High School Tigers 24. The telling of the final score. Keep it tuned here as we'll have some post-game stats and analysis. South Lamar wins it 73-24. You're listening to South Lamar Radio on the South Lamar Radio Network. And welcome back for the final time to Hackleburg High School Gym, at least for tonight at least. The South Lamar big win over the Brilliant High School Tigers, 73-21. How's this? The Tigers scored 1 point in quarter number 4. 1 free throw. South Lamar looking around the scoreboard, 15 in the first quarter, 25 in the second, 22 in the third, 11 in the fourth. Brilliant, 5 in the first, 10 in the second, 8 in the third, and 1 in the fourth quarter. As we look at field goal percentage, South Lamar exactly 50%, 29 of 58 from the floor, making a 50% field goal shooting. Brilliant, 20% from three-point land, 22% for Brilliant, 39 for South Lamar. 60% from the charity stripe for the Stallions. And the only statistical category that leading the Tigers have is free throws. That's 67%. They were 4 of 6, whereas South Lamar was 6 of 10. Points in the paint. Brilliant 4. South Lamar 32. So South Lamar 29 of 58 from the floor. Brilliant 8 of 41. South Lamar 9 of 23 from behind the arc. Brilliant 4 of 18. Let's see, we had 31 points off of turnovers. That's another big deal. 18 turnovers by the Tigers of Brilliant High School. South Lamar converting to have 31 points off of those turnovers. Let's look at our statistical categories, shall we? A double-double. First double-double from us, Malik Cox, 10 rebounds, 14 points. So Malik Cox gets himself a double-double. 16 points, all leading all scorers is Carson Lindsay with 16 points. And 12 points from Logan James. 9 points apiece from Kyle Redmond and Lane Tate. Austin Stokes grabs 4, as does Jolie Shaw. Xavier Paint with a NBA range 3 to bring your scoring to 73% points for your South Lamar Stallions. Rebounding, of course, your rebound leader being Malik Cox with 10 total rebounds. Behind him was Carson Lindsay with 5. Lane Tate had 6. Logan James with 4. Kyle Redmond with 1. Offensively, Malik Cox had 5 rebounds. That's a big deal. One of the most underrated stats that are seen are offensive rebounds. They allow you second chance points. South Lamar, 13 offensive rebounds. Without those offensive rebounds, South Lamar would have missed out on 15 points. That's how big of a deal those second chance points and those offensive rebounds go. Brilliant, on the other hand, their leading scorer by far, Tyler Durham. 6 of 17 from the floor, 4 of 12 from long range. He had 17 total points on his night. The only 3 other players to score for the blue and white, Hayden Bryant with 4 points and Dax Beasley with 2 points. Anthony Sarton with 1 point, bringing your grand total to 24 points. Tyler Durham, 7 rebounds, 3 from Hayden Bryant, 1 from Beasley, and 1 from Sarton. And 8 unassisted, went off the toe with somebody. It still counts as a rebound. And so it was 17 rebounds, 8 offensive, 17 defensive, 25 total rebounds by the blue and white Tigers of Brilliant High School. Got to say, player of the game, you can't beat a double-double. Can't beat the double-double given by Malik Cox, 14 points, 10 rebounds. It's hard to get a double-double showing. And so a great job there by Malik Cox. Don't forget, we're not done. Next time we're here, it's tomorrow. I know it's Saturday. Bowl games haven't really started yet, so come here to Hackleburg High School, a beautiful gym here at Hackleburg. If you can't, please tune in as your South Lamar Stallions vie for their first hardware of the year as they face off with Phillips High School in the Northwest Alabama Conference Championship. South Lamar junior high boys also will compete, I believe, for the championship I took a picture of. Either the championship or the semifinals. Either way, great job by both South Lamar squads. And I believe it's a solid hour drive home. Both Aaron and I pretty hungry, so we need to grab us some food. And so thank you, Aaron Crunkman Aldridge, for providing me with some well-needed assistance and getting me some, letting me know my spotters who I was looking for. And thank you to the gracious hosts here at Hackleburg High School and the Hackleburg Radio who helped us set up here. And so until tomorrow, tipping off at 6 o'clock, I'm Dustin Seymour. Stay safe. Go Stallions. God bless. This has been South Lamar Radio.